Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. And we are back on the road. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's having a blessed evening. So far, I can't complain. If I do, who's listening? That's my motto. Hi, Latoya. How you doing? We heading to Five Below. I think it's probably like a 10, maybe 15-minute walk. Hi, Crystal. How you doing? I did download, I think, Lyft or something, but to go from here to where I'm about to walk to, they want almost $20. They crazy. I ain't doing that though. Now, when I got two good gifted legs that I can use and get there the same way and save $20. Yeah. We're doing good. About to walk to Five Below. Hey, Lanice. And of course, I told them after. It need a computer, so it's being fixed though. That ain't nothing. I'm taking this time to lose the few pounds I've been wanting to lose for a long time. So I don't never take, when something happens to my car as a, negative. I take it as a positive and do things, as long as I still get what I need to get done. You know what I mean? I'm all right with it. I live next to practically everything, even Dairy Queen, all of that is like right around my house. So. Hey, Diamond. Hey, Rhonda. I know, right? He almost 5 feet. That's true. His dad is 6'1", 6'2". Probably will be taller than me. Hey, Shayla. My son is doing good, Latoya. Can't complain. Hey, Kima. I can't complain. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Katrina. From Mississippi. Okay. I used to love spelling that in school. That's what the scenery look like, around. Normally we be going that way, but now today we're going this way. But he right here beside me. Of course he can't go ahead of me because we like near the street. So it's not like if we was going the other way. He know how to push the thing and all that. This is another direction, so you gotta be close to me. Thank you, Kima. Appreciate it. I was thinking to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, so I probably will. And then from there, I'm gonna take him to that little fountain that he liked. Maybe about 15 minutes. I always give myself a time And of course, he always get more than he bargained for. But you know, I live in Stamford, Connecticut. What's up, Real True? Hey, Kamika. Yeah, we got the same shirts and the same shoes. Hold on. Same shoes too. In the 60s, because you see we got, you know, same jacket too. We got the same hoodie too. He likes sticks, you know, like I told you, I like sticks. Okay, you're in Florida. Guess you're gonna bring the stick with us. How you doing, Janice? Thank you, Katrina. Appreciate it. Thank you, Latoya. I try to dress like him on Father's Day, Mother's Day, my birthday. Sometimes Christmas, Valentine's Day, we dress alike. You know, things that have a meaning. But, you know, he don't even... I didn't even mention Father's Day to him because, you know, what does it matter? He doesn't have to say Happy Father's Day to nobody. He don't get a happy birthday, so nobody gets nothing from over here. You know, I used to still do it and be the bigger and better person, but once, you know, it didn't reciprocate and my son wasn't appreciated, you know, I had to leave that alone. Hey, Drina. Okay, Jersey. It's not too far. Okay, Janice, yeah. You know, I'm a calm individual. No matter what the storm might be like for me, I gotta, you know what I mean? Because if I'm all, like I said, if I'm all riled up, you know, that'll say a lot to my child. And then he has to be all, you know, riled up because I'm all riled up. And that wouldn't make sense. Hey, Miss Rose. I'm doing good, Demetria. Thanks for asking. Thanks for all those that are asking and checking in. I appreciate you all. For the most part, it's peaceful. You know, walking where I'm at. Henrietta. Oh, thank you. You know, I'm gonna say this though. Last night Trish was over here, right? And you know, from one mother to another mother. I didn't tell Trish to beg or do any of that. What I told her was put up a wish list for her baby and get whatever she needs for her baby. If she needs stuff for herself, she could do that too. And she put the wish list up for her baby, and she got attacked by people. You know, and that was after I told her she got to ignore the negativity and go with the positivity. Because when you listen and let the negativity overpower your blessings, you'll keep missing and you'll keep falling for what not intended for you to fall for. You know what I mean? And I think it was out of pocket. It was wrong. And I knew it was going to happen, but that's why I told her, Trish, I need for you to be strong and block out the negativity and let your baby get what she needs. I don't care how much of it you may have bought. Let other people be a blessing to you for things that you might not be able to afford later down the road. You know, so she put the wish list up and she took it down because she got attacked. You know, so I pray for them kind of people, man. You just can't come up here and do what you want to do to people and expect them to be okay. Everybody got their own walk of life, their own mental status, and all that. You don't know where you can send somebody by just, you know, attacking them And so what if she eats seafood boils, if she eat what she want to eat? I eat seafood boils too. And Joelle had baby back ribs. I mean, like, come on. I mean, people just got to do better. You know what I mean? That's all. They just got to do better. You know? I just feel like everybody should be able to pick each other up and not tear each other down. Because the tearing down is not necessary. You understand? Now, I mean, I'm going to turn back because I just want y'all to see what I'm walking by. But, you know, and hi, everybody. I'm not, you know, missing you or nothing like that. But, there's another water thing near my house. You know, the park is right behind it with the splash pad and all that stuff. You know. How you doing, Miss Sheila? You know, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If people do what they want, and you know, like I said, a closed mouth don't get fed. But I don't come on my platform with my hand out. And like I said, when I need help and support or whatever I might need, I post it on my wall. And the people that want to support me know how to reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't put it, you know, when people ask me for my Cash App on my live, then, you know, I put it. Other than that, I'm just here showing you the life and the walk of me and Joelle, you know. It ain't. How you doing, Kathy? I mean, even still, I can go get a job. I can have 3 jobs. That don't mean I got it all together. I'm just saying. You know. And then, for people to tell her to go get a job, how many people gonna have the child care she need when she go get the job? You know, I mean, people just gotta think about and pick and choose what they say to people. Because a person like me can't always have a job. Because Joelle gotta come first. The hell with the job. You know, my parenting and what's for him is for him. I don't need a job when it come to him. That is my job. 24/8. That's my job. So I just feel like if you ain't gonna big a person up and help them get there, if you ain't gonna give her the job or point her to the supervisor that's gonna give her the job, I don't think your comment is necessary. That's just being straight up. You know, that's what I'm trying to say, Juanita. You know, T, what's your question, man? You know, I'm just saying, you know, I get it. Everybody, you know, wants somebody to do something, but I get what people might have watched Trish do. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, my life not on Facebook. And it ain't on Facebook for many reasons, because everybody going to judge you based on what you show them and what's in front of them. And guess what? It's not for y'all to judge me. Like, nobody could judge me. Whether I go, like, there's people on here that do a lot of different things. And again, I'm not the person that's going to judge them. All I was saying to Trish was put up a wish list for Carly. And that was it. School coming up. I know you don't got a job right now. Let somebody be a blessing to your baby. It didn't have nothing to do with, you know, her getting money or none of that. It didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? I'm about a person helping another person. And if they're getting over, they're not getting over on me. They're getting over on themselves. And God sees that. So I'm not the person that's going to say, don't help somebody because they do this or that. I'm not her. I help a crackhead if I can help them. And I'm just being real. They hungry, they need something to eat. I'll be the person to give it to them. You know, I help a dope fiend. They need that bag, and that bag might save their life. I might be the person to give it to them. And I'm just being for real, man. Nobody know the walks of somebody else's life. You know, and that's what people got to stop doing. Putting your mouth where it don't belong. You know what I mean? And I'm just being for real. You know, I had auntie that had AIDS and died with that. Auntie that had cancer and died with that. I came from a different breed of a person. And no, I'm not saying I had it all. My mother raised 4 kids with no man. So, you know, we knew struggle. But life is what you gonna make it. It ain't where you came from, it's where you're going. You know what I mean? That's just for me. You know. I mean, everybody, you know, want to say this and say that. And like I said, I don't really care about what somebody blow and what they do. Everybody has a habit. And if gambling is her habit and y'all want to be her friend, then you help her get out the habit. Or you show her and guide her to another route. But don't tear her down when she think that that's her only way and method of flipping money. I mean, it's the legal way if you want to think about it. She ain't out here robbing and stealing from people. She could be doing that too. You know, but she's not doing that. So, I mean, you got to look at it many different ways. You can send people on many different avenues. But don't send me on a goose chase. Give me the person and the number, and I do it. But don't just tell me, go do this, go do that, because that's like a demand. You know what I mean? And it's not right. You know what I mean? It's not right. Yeah, Henrietta, I'm going to go get her by all means. You know, that's what I'm saying. I use... Like I said, if I needed the support, it'd be my last resort. But it's people that I do see. No. It's people that might, you know, that really... I ain't see your question, T, because I was talking. I mean, Virginia, that's me too. But... you know, sometimes you don't have them jobs don't have them hours. You know, and I know how, you know, the social media thing work, but I also know you can block half of them things out your life. You ain't got to see them, because what I don't see can't hurt me. What I don't hear can't hurt me. You know, and I'm just saying, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, real true. I know people gonna pick and choose and, you know, do what they do. But that's why I try to tell people, you know, you gotta be strong in that area. And sometimes going back and forth and doing what people want you to do ain't the proper thing to do. Because who are these people? These people, you'll never meet these people. These people ain't gonna know you. I mean, I can't, you come over here asking me about laughing about somebody who lost a family member, ma'am. I'm not over here laughing. Let me turn my camera around. I'm not over here laughing about nobody that lost no family member. Because like I said, I lost both of my brothers and 7 days apart in 2021. You hear me? I got a half a sleeve with my brothers on my arm. Do you understand me? When they laughed at me, it was okay. Nobody pumped brakes. And what did I have to say to that? And anybody that watched my lives heard what I said. God bless them. Come down my street. How does it feel? That's no laughter there, baby. How does it feel? You see me laughing? When I gotta talk about that, that's a touchy ass subject for me. How does it feel? But hey, again, God bless them. You feel me? I ain't laughing at nobody that lost nobody. I know what it feel like. Don't come over here with that. And your question was serious, but it wasn't serious enough to come over here and ask me that. When you don't see me over here laughing at that girl because she lost her brother. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. You feel me? That ain't got nothing to do with me. But it's okay when they do it to me. God bless you too, Miss Ma'am. I mean, I don't have a disposition. If I'm not the one doing it, I can't give you a disposition. You got to go ask the person that's doing it. You know, I already know what this is about. But I don't do that over here. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to let the internet or nobody come over here and try to destroy my spirit. I am who I am. You don't like it, you ain't got to watch it. What's up, cousin Diane? You know, what's up, Janae? You know what I mean? I'm not here for the people. Judge me, judge your mama. Don't judge me. Because I'm going to be the judge of me. And Jesus going to be the first judge because he made me. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know, I'm not laughing at nobody. I don't do that. But go to them same people live and ask them how it felt when they was doing it. That's all I said. How does it feel? I buried both of my brothers in 7 days apart. 11 minutes different on the death. Okay? So it's different over here for me. I can only tell you how I feel for me, and I ain't laughing. You know, I'm not laughing. Right, Joel. I told you, I let him be a boy. Like I said, I stop what I'm doing. This is what my life is. You know what I mean? What somebody do to me, I ain't gonna do to them, and people will see that. You get so much further in life if you ignore a lot of what's going on and pay attention to what's in front of you. What's in front of me is my son, my child. Right, Henry. You know that, man. Listen. Like I said, grief, man. What's up, Kativa? Grief could be a mother, but I ain't gonna let nobody, make me do what they doing. I don't find that funny. I don't find nobody's, death and all that funny at all. I take that real serious. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know what it feel like to lose your mother, but I definitely know how it feel to lose your father. And I think a parent is a parent, no matter what side is on. So, I do know what it feel like. So I would never laugh at the discomfort of someone else grieving. Never, ever in my life. No, I'm just saying. It wasn't a question that you needed to ask me, though, Miss T. Because I'm not over here laughing. So even if you wanted my disposition, you could put it how you want to put it. I mean, that was you go and ask the person that's doing it. And I can't even tell you who's doing it because apparently I'm not watching it. I'm over here on my own life doing my own thing. Right, Anita. Latoya, I think he, you can't get my intake. No. Get up here. Come up here. He's trying to throw that thing in the water. But he too close to that water. He could slip in. That quicksand and mud and all that. We ain't doing that. Come up here. He's getting dirty. Typical boy. Monette, for real, you gotta actually, when you want somebody intake on something, you gotta ask the person that's actually doing it. And then I don't think they can really give you their answer when they actually doing it. They got to give you their answer once they change the behavior, accept the wrongdoing, and give it to the man upstairs. That's just me. Now he's trying to break trees. Come on, let's keep going. Come on. You know what I mean? Come on. Get your tablet and stuff. He want to break a tree, y'all. And he determined like a mug. I can't break that tree for you. I don't carry knives or nothing. No. Joel, no, come back over here. He's determined to break this tree, y'all. But it's a whole heap of water right here. It ain't like I said, that soil, sometimes it be quicksand, and I ain't got time to figure that out with my baby. Not at this moment. We ain't out here to do that. For real, Henrietta, he determined though. Like I said, I let him to a certain degree, If it is, he already touched it, I'll take him to the doctor. If I notice a rash or something, I'll be mindful of that. I didn't think about that. Poison ivy and stuff. He's still looking at the stick that he already threw in there. Thank you, Brittany. Come on, we walking. He's trying to hang out over here, y'all. Why we can't? Why let him bring me this way? Oh yeah, most importantly, if I don't do it, who else gonna do it? But Five Below closed at 8 o'clock. You're not gonna get a tree off of there. Come on. I'm gonna take him by the yeah, he do, Jamie, a real lot of energy, and I do my damnedest to burn it. I pray for anybody that's grieving right now. Grief ain't a fun walk in the park. It take turns, it take you for a spin, it might take you on a merry-go-round. Keep your faith, never give up, and know that whoever died or passed away, if they're close to you, you live your life how they wanted you to live it, you know. And I know my brothers will want me to be a good mother to Joel and not fail him. So that's what pushes me through my grief, you know. And when I feel like, you know, I just want them at this time in this moment, I just pray God strengthen me in the area. And I say again, I know what my brothers would want, and you know, I just, so, you know. But I'm not dishing out. Actually, Joel does have a throttle scooter. He's scared of it. So I guess, of course, he mastered grabbing him a stick, y'all. I guess he's scared of it, so I got it parked. Been parked for the last like 2 years. I bought it for his birthday like 2 years ago. I charge it every now and again. But when I move to the south, you know, hopefully one of my nephew or my cousin or somebody, I'll be able to teach him, because you know, it's not something I'm really interested in, and I just think a boy sport is a boy sport. Riding bikes is okay, but my health doesn't permit me to ride a bike. So, Jamie's school for Joel is the end of August in Connecticut. What's up, Aisha? What's up, Crystal? Okay, T. Dana. Come on, no, let's go. Come on, we walking, let's go. He keeps stopping and trying to keep going under this thing over here. Hey, Roz, Miss Roz. You know. And Kim, this is what I say to you. Even when you're not okay, walk yourself through it and tell yourself that you are okay. Because guess what? Somebody else not here to say that. You know, remember that. Somebody else not here to say that I'm not okay. So, and keep your faith and know that whatever it is that, you know, you battling and you struggling with, that He'll strengthen you in that area. Just believe Him and ask Him for the guidance and whatever it is that you might need. You know. So I'm gonna pray that you might not be okay today, but one day you will be. And maybe not 100%, because like I said, I don't know what it's like to lose your mother, but I did lose my father. So I do know what that's like, you know. I was about to say, yeah, I think her dad is in Connecticut. Kendra G, I seen that. He right here. I have a YouTube channel. People just want to blow their horn, I promise you. Come on. Yeah, I know. You know, I said I was going to get like more in tune to the YouTube or whatever. And more than likely I will. Like have moderators and stuff like that. No. I don't post on my YouTube channel. Kim, I understand. I know, I get it. Trust me. and you're not really pretending. You just need someone in your support system that could tell you every day that, Kim, you're gonna be okay. You might not be okay for today, might not be okay for this minute or the second, but with God's help and God's love and God's reassurance and guidance, you're going to be okay. You know, and you tell yourself that every day. If you got to write it down, you know, Kim, you enough. Kim, you worth it. What would your mom want? You know what I mean? She'll want Kim to be okay. You know, you have to think it, you know, you got to look at it like that. And I know that you probably cry a lot of days, a lot of nights, because you want that voice. You want somebody to tell you they love you, and you know that your mama probably loved you, and she meant it, and you get a lot of fake love. You know, I go through all of that too. And I tell myself, Margaret, you enough, you know. And that's for real. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Melanie. Hey, Miss Mary. Hey, Hope. Hey, I got the same shirt on too. So if we can encourage Kim, you know, show her some love, because she may not have that support. That's what this is about. You know, I'm not on here to tear somebody down and judge them for what they do in their personal life and how they live when they're not on camera and all that. I don't care about none of that, you know. Jamie, I honestly don't have a P.O. box, but I did do his wish list and put it on my wall. I mean, I can add school stuff, you know, like I said before. If you probably, I think you said you missed them lives. I was saying, you know, he likes sweatpants and, you know, like what he got on now. You know, he like to be, you know, comfortable. He don't really care for jeans and stuff, but, you know, I enforce the jeans because he got to learn to buckle and zip and all that stuff, you know, with his hands, because he do a lot of this. So we want to try to get him to do and tie his shoes and stuff like that, you know. So and I was thinking, not people say get a P.O. box, but I'm trying to move. Not by September, it'll be like December. So I don't really think it's beneficial to get a P.O. box when I'm gonna move, and then people say you can move it with you. I don't really know how that works. I ain't never really moved out of state. I'm a Connecticut person, never, you know, the most I've traveled is what I've been seeing. Other than that, I'm Connecticut, you know, so I appreciate, you know, everybody. And we're about to be at Five Below. And this is the plaza. They call it Ridgeway Plaza. So we got Marshalls, Ultra, Michaels, we got Old Navy, we got Snipes. You know, this, you know, all this stuff like you could walk to. You got AT&T. On the side of that, you got Dave's Hot Chicken. I mean, Five Below and Staples. You know. So, thank you, Miss Margaret. I appreciate it. Hey, LaShawn, how you doing? Hey, Jamila. Hey, Taylor. He's still breaking trees, y'all. Hello, I'm Sharon. So he going to the 6th grade. He does go to a private school. So normally school supplies, I normally just get him a nice sturdy book bag. I try to get the one with the wheels because he doesn't really like to carry. He just fling it. But if it got the wheels, he'll pull it. They don't make him really have too much like pencils and paper and all that stuff because he has a binder and he got his AAC device. So now we're in Five Below, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's see. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate you. What's up? How you doing? All right. So, see, I walk straight to what I need to get. So I ain't in here playing. So we here for some headphones, right? So these the headphones right here, y'all. Looking for a good headphone, and they run for 10 hours, 10 full hours on his tablet, iPad. The headphones last longer than his Apple iPad, but on his spare device that he's on now, his headphones last longer than the device lasts longer than the headphones. So I'm gonna get these. He got blue, and I'm gonna get some silver. And you know, Kim, and I'm sorry that you're going through it, but I'm glad I'm here that could, you know, push you and pull you through it, you know, as much as I can, you know, with peace, you know. I think this is the adapter I need, I think, for that for the microphone piece, for the content, you know, the vloggers kit. For the microphone, it gotta go inside of there, inside that hole, and then I can plug this into my phone and the microphone should work, right? Am I correct? If anybody know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna grab another charger. Okay, Monique, thank you. So I'm gonna get this piece, and that'll complete my vloggers kit. And then I'm gonna grab another USB. He be breaking these things up. Make sure I got the right one. Our Five Below trips be like, you know, they be quick, you feel me? Because I know what I come in here for, and then I get right up out of here. Miss Brown, I mean, I don't really too much let it, like, bother me. It might affect me at the moment that it's happening, but honestly, again, I have to remember that, you know, what they may be doing, I pray for them. You know, that God, you know, send a signal to them that what they're doing is not correct. And hopefully they, you know, done having kids, or their children has to have kids, and they get blessed with the very same thing that they talked about. You know, like that. Because he definitely gonna make you feel what you're talking about if it's wrong. You know what I mean? No, so I don't really let it too much affect me or bother me. I just, you know, I pray for him, and, you know, I keep it moving. That type of thing. Hope that answered your question. Need something to put in my mouth. I remember when Charleston White did that autistic thing and was talking about that autistic kid, and you know, the parents and all that other stuff. You know, I prayed for that man. You know what I mean? That God sent, and eventually, I think a couple weeks or something, he came back and apologized to him with, you know, tears and all that. You know, I just, you know, sometimes when they angry, people angry, they don't realize, and they feel like because you came for them, they're gonna do anything necessary to hurt you. So, you know, I don't really believe the saying that hurt people, because I'm a hurt individual, but that don't mean I'm gonna hurt you. That's just me though. Now I could say a broken, torn person might hurt another person, but once you fix yourself and build yourself where you need to be, I don't think you should be doing that behavior or activity. You know what I mean? It's like when you grow up, you grow up. When you know better, you do better type of thing. That's how my mom raised me. When you know better, you do better. Yeah, Jamie, I mean, you know, I pray for him, you know. You know, I was tempted, you know, when I seen him do what he did, but I prayed for him, and like I said, he came back and apologized, and I said, you know, that was nobody but God, because, you know,
Hi, how are you?
all right.
Do you need a bag?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
And then I got the stuff over there that the little kid over there got. Give me your stuff. Where are your chips? You got 2 bags of chips. Nothing. Yeah. Get it.
Good night. You too. This is yours?
Yes. Stacy Jackson, you can inbox me anytime, sure. And that bottle of water, I don't know if you got a SKU or something.
Car, right?
That's how I gotta pay? I can. I got a card.
Car ticket. 44.90. Can I put the tray on the...
Yeah. I think I might have to end the live, y'all, because I gotta pay and I gotta unlock my card. I don't know how that works, so let me see. I think it's gonna end though. So I'll be back. At the end, I'll be back. I'll be back when we get to Buffalo Wild Wings, because that's where we're going from here. Alright?